Welcome everybody to a 1v1 on Arnhem Checkpoint. We've already cast both of these players today and they both won their respective games. It's going to be Soviets versus Oberkommando West, and we're going to be watching in the South playing as Soviets. He's blue. CaptainSPrice. And you're not going to make any noises?
Tumbleweeds, bro. Tumbleweeds.
Okay, you're taking it there. And in the north, wearing red, playing as Oberkommando West, we will see PanzerGrenadierAngreifen. No cricket noises though or anything. Okay. So we're going to have Terror Tactics, Soviet Combined Arms Army, Guard Motor versus Angreifen. Immediately along since Scavenge, because he's very much all about the Ostwind, I think. And Jaegers.
Holy smokes, Sprice went sniper first.
Oh man, I can't believe it. I wonder if Angreifen is going to use a drastically different build against Soviets, and I wonder if Price is going to modify his build at all against OKW. Apparently not. He went tier 1 sniper into penal, so he's not changing anything about what he's doing. But maybe Angreifen will modify his strategy a little bit since it is a different matchup.
What? Who's that?
That's my fiance. She's going to work.
Oh, say hi from me, Grusa.
Emmy says,
Grusa.
A German word.
Greetings.
Grusa means greetings.
Grusa.
She says hi back.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yes, it is.
CaptainSPrice got the lovely ladies of KO2 when he pulled the wheel on the slots. Of course, you can get dudes or you can get chicks, and we firmly believe that if you get the chicks, you're bound to win because they're lucky. They're the lucky, lovely ladies of KO2. Right, Romeo?
Yeah, there used to be female partisans too, right? But now that doesn't happen anymore for some reason.
Boom! Headshot! The first kill of the game, or second, sorry, goes to the sniper squad.
So Angreifen is trying to manage the fact that Price has a sniper by just using this building as a shot blocker. Jumps in the building. Sniper does get its shot off though. He doesn't want Price to take the building with those combat engineers, so he's got to do a little bit of back and forth dancing, try and limit the sniper's opportunity to take shots, but also deny the church to Price for as long as possible here while he spreads out and takes territory on the flanks. And obviously this strategy that Price has doesn't have very much capping power, so he's getting outpaced in taking territory. The sniper's not capping, these combat engineers are not capping, so the only units he has capping is one penal battalion on the right side compared to Angreifen has 3 squads capping right now, and the map's turning red very quickly.
Angreifen is hopping into the church, hopping out of the church. One time the trick really worked because he hopped behind the church and Sprice tried to move his engineers forwards to get in it, and then he hopped right back in, and then immediately they shot one of the engineers in the face.
Yeah, very intensive back and forth right here. The sniper's only got 3 kills, and now he's taking damage. Nice flank by those folks grenadiers from the right side. So Price has to reposition. This squad looks like it's going to have to retreat. It's overextending itself here. It's going to try and get a little extra damage to the sniper, maybe. Ooh, late retreat. Why isn't he getting out of there? He must be managing another engagement right now, and that could be a wipe, I think.
He's going to die.
Wasn't expecting that penal battalion on his flank right there. Really around the corner. He's actually getting away. I don't know.
Oh.
There! Okay, there's the snipe.
What a setup. Just when you think you'd escaped.
Oh! Did you see that grenade? Did you see that grenade? Oh my god, that was amazing. Penal Battalion with 3 men left was retreating, and he perfectly timed a grenade in the retreat path, and the squad got wiped. Nice play by Angreifen there on the right side.
Angreifen is going for the same vehicle that he used to stomp on Stormless, our lead caster, earlier this afternoon. That's going to be the flak AA half-track for the OKW.
Now, I've heard that the flak half-track's not a great decision against Soviets because the M5 is so ridiculous now, even the OKW AA half-track stands no chance against it. But I also think Price might not tech up and get an M5 because, you know, in the last game we saw of him, he went just tier 1, tier 2. So if he's planning on doing the same thing of just no tech and just go straight to ML20, Black Half Track is probably going to cause him some issues.
Sprice is managing to win the skirmishes on the right-hand side. Angreifen never really put together a strong combined attack. He's just had a unit here or a unit there, and eventually Sprice has been able to fight them off. And this is one of the things we love about Arnhem Checkpoint. The various opportunities a team will have after winning a skirmish to make a cutoff move, and you see Sprice whites that flag and cuts off the high ammo and fuel from the left-hand side of the map.
And it's actually still feels like 3 minutes in instead of 6 minutes in because a Volksgrenadier squad and a Penal Battalion have both been wiped. So their armies are still a little on the small side, only 4 or 5 units out. But it should be dead even because they've both lost 1 full squad. But other than that, nobody has.
Really this combat engineer on the right.
The green cover wall
the cover
blocks all those flag shots. Penal Battalion might take a little bleed on the retreat though.
Okay, Sprice has got a guard squad out. Like 1v1 guards versus flak. Who wins?
Well, obviously it depends on if the flak is set up or not.
Yeah, it's tough. Say the guards and the flak. The flak's set up and the guards are in cover.
If the guards are in green cover at range and the flak drives into them, it'll definitely have to reposition. It's not going to be able to just drive right up to guards in cover and then win that engagement. It'll take a bunch of damage. But in general, for the most part, Flak Half Track will be fine against 1 squad of guards, especially since Price has no conscripts and he can't damage his engine.
And once again, we see the Axis player going early AT, this time in the form of a Pooption. And, you know, against Sprice, that was kind of a mistake that Wolf made. You could make an argument for better safe than sorry, but, you know, it's so early, 7 minutes. That Pooption, you know, it's forced to retreat. It's really got no place in the battlefield at the moment.
Well, I think Angreifen likes to use his Rakettenwerfer just as a spare capping squad. For example, he could actually send that right and get some of that territory over there with Rakettenwerfer and then use his other units to fight. So it's possible to make use of it. Uh-oh.
Oh, knife fight. Knife fight. Bayonets. Run them through.
Ooh, Jaeger Light Infantry popped out of the shed up there to try and turn this engagement in Angreifen's favor. He's trying to bait that sniper into sticking around by leaving that one-man Volksgrenadier squad, but the Price doesn't take the bait. He retreats that sniper out of the engagement so that it doesn't go south. And meanwhile, the Flak Half Track has chased everything away from the cutoff on the left, so Angreifen's hold on the map is still very strong.
So the guards are pushing out on the left. We might get to see that engagement we were thinking about earlier, the guards versus the Flak Track, but Angreifen reverses to very long range, and he's able to still plug away at the house.
Yeah, PTRS can just barely snipe it.
Yeah, the guards are hitting
well.
him too, huh?
He falls down to a little over half, and backs up just slightly, and now I don't think either of them can engage each other.
So Sprice is building this gun to try to counter that Flak Half Track.
Pretty deep cut off by those Volksgrenadiers, but Sniper's on its way to try and push him back.
Should we name these snipers as well? Let me work on it.
I don't know any female Russian names at all, I don't think.
What?
I'm not worldly enough.
You don't follow tennis at all?
No, I don't.
Okay. One will be called Katya. And the other one will be called Natalie. So we have Natalie and Katya.
Okay.
Uh-oh!
Oh!
Demo.
Oh, that was not as bad as I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it could have been worse. And at least it wasn't our lovely ladies.
It does weaken the squad quite a bit, though. Those Jaegers might be able to crit them down. But they get chased off by the sniper. Black Half Track is way over there on the left flank. Forcing retreats.
I like the little details in this map, like that little bit of water that comes into the map there. I think that's cool. And if you reverse the camera around in the left corner, it's really very beautiful. And there's the big boat out in the river.
Ooh, that Penal Battalion is waiting a long time to retreat over there. Oh, that red cover retreat path. Thought those SDGs might finish the job. That was close. And then they retreated away from sniper fire. I'm kind of surprised he retreated a 3-man Sturm squad from that sniper at that range. I think he probably there's a little potential there.
Katya's got 12 already, and her sister Natalie. They're sisters, you know.
That's a respectable kill rate, I think. 10 minutes in, 12 kills against OKW Volksgrenadiers. It hasn't really paid for itself yet, I don't think, but it's getting there.
Can you call two twin females fraternal twins?
You can, yeah.
So, what's the deal with twins? Those are the ones that were born at the same time but don't look alike, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not fraternal twins because they actually look exactly alike. So, they're just regular twin sisters, Natalie and Katya. Still plugging away, 13. But it looks like PanzerGrenadier has a little flank kind of happening. He's kind of got the sniper surrounded, but there are penals here to protect the flank.
That was a very early retreat. He just doesn't. He's playing the manpower game, I guess. He doesn't want to bleed at all, even on Volksgrenadiers.
He doesn't want to drop that Shrek either.
Yeah. Which they're super cheap to reinforce, so he does have a bit of a compromised retreat path, though. By the time he makes it to safety, he's already dropped 2 models from the DP machine guns in that house and sniper fire. So I could see why he. Ooh, flak half track is taking AT gun shots. One shot connects and gets clear just in time. Jaeger light infantry arrive to protect. Pretty liberal use of booby traps here by Angreifen. 2 have detonated already. He's inflicting a little bit of extra manpower bleed that way, but they are a little expensive.
That flak track, you know, he used it at the beginning a bit, but it's been kind of quiet ever since.
Now that there's an AT gun on the field, he's influenced his opponent's build decision. So he gets that benefit, and he's also forced some retreats, so he gets a little territory benefit out of it, but it is definitely going to be a area denial tool now, much more so than a lethal tool, which is its design.
16 for Natalia and Katya. Oh, 17.
And you can really tell that Angreifen has very nice map control, even though he hasn't maybe even got as many kills as his opponent. If I check the kill counts really quick, it's actually quite even. Price is only up by 5, so not a very drastic difference. But Angreifen definitely winning as far as territory is concerned. Should give him a bit of a boost in tech. He's gone tier 3 and tier 2. He's only now losing control of the flanks, and he's also got a nice 100 victory point lead as Price is starting to come back a little bit at various locations. Tier 3 going up in his base. We might be looking at a T-70 or an M5 soon.
OKW love their leichte Infanteriegeschütz. We see an LIG coming out for Angreifen. Actually, he's got 2 of them now. Maybe he can triangulate our sniper squad and get a lucky hit. Kind of chill though. Neither team's really committing to a big engagement.
Yeah, I think Angreifen doesn't want to lose his black half track to an AT gun, and Price doesn't want to lose his sniper to anything. So they have to be very careful. They have very fragile units.
Oh, Jagdpanzer is being built by Angreifen. He might be able to push into the center with that unit.
That'll also protect him against any tier 3 purchase from Price. Ooh, Flak Half Track just took a nasty shot from those PTRSs. Takes engine damage. Has to pull back to safety. But he will stop the clock. Gets the point decapped there in the center with his Sturm Piles before being forced to retreat. He also gets a good scout with his Minesweeper in there. There's definitely no mines in the center. Now he knows that.
LEIG annihilates the guard squad.
It does?
Did they get out? Did they get out?
Yeah, they got out. It's only got 1 kill.
Oh.
Double
Oh my God, I
LEIG,
saw
though.
them vanish. I didn't see him get out.
Double LEIG's got 2 of them, so that's quite an investment into indirect fire for considering he's up against guards and snipers. That's interesting. But the center of this map is very dense buildings and green cover, so I could see why on this map he would want to go with a lot of indirect fire. And maybe if he can get a really lucky shot on his on Price's sniper at some point, that could, if that ever happens, with 2 infantry support guns out, he's increasing the probability of that. And now he's getting a, oh, look at that, infrared searchlight half-track, which you almost never see in 1v1.
Really? What? In a 1v1? My goodness. Well, this will increase the efficiency of his LEIG guns significantly.
He's definitely building very hard tier 2 of this game, trying to get that synergy going, and he'll have sufficient anti-tank protection against counterattack with the Raketwerfer and Jagdpanzer combo.
Alright, I'm going to follow Angreifen and turn on my Fog of War. And its first scan goes across. Okay, he knows where the sniper is because it just fired. And he knows all those guards are in that building. The two LEIGs now target the building, kill one of the guard squad's members. Price is going to hop out.
Yeah, Price is not going to be able to just camp houses with his guards, with those infantry support guns constantly bombarding him. Ooh, another engine crit over there on the left side for the flak half-track. I don't know if it's going to get away this time. The only squad of stern pyros is nowhere nearby for repairs.
There's some Volks to help, maybe, but they're capping. They need to get forward and try to fight off this chasing guard squad. Let's see, one more shot. Oh, they throw their nades. Price is hanging out. Wow, he takes no damage from the nades and kills the AA gun.
I think that was just kind of bad luck right there. Another engine crit just from PTRS fire. No dodge on the grenade toss over there on the left. Fox Grenadiers might get wiped. PTRS shot connects, but the smoke from the destroyed flak half-track protects them as they round the corner. Ooh, guards on the left might finish them off, though.
Let me give you a time sync. I'm at 16:26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
All right.
I'm still watching this searchlight scan for enemies in the center.
Is the sniper dead? Whoa, we missed the sniper dying.
What?
Yeah,
Rewind?
they're dead.
What? Oh, Romeo, I'm so depressed.
I'm willing to bet that the infantry support
we
guns
both missed it.
picked up a lucky snipe. I was watching the engagement on the left side, but they probably... do you see their corpses anywhere? Not sure where the sniper was.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was like middle right, but I turned on my fog of war, so I lost complete track of them.
I think that double infantry support gun worked out. I don't know how else they would have died, so pretty lucky pickup there for Angreifen. That should help him start taking a little bit of territory back. He's actually up by 30 pop cap, but he's losing map control. He needs to turn that around. And now that he's lost the flak half track, his ability to force retreats is reduced. So he's probably going to want to get out of Holstering.
Did you have any observer points in the bank?
Observer points?
Because
Why?
if you did, you just lost them all!
What? What does that mean?
Missing a sniper dying is a major loss of all your observer points.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna lose something.
You're not gonna lose anything. You've already lost them all.
Well,
it's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's brutal, man.
It feels
Welcome
terrible.
to my world.
Feels terrible.
Don't worry, I don't have any observer points in the bank either. I lose mine every time I cast.
Angreifen uses infiltration grenades a lot in these engagements, hoping Price isn't going to notice, but the fact that they don't spread anymore is very... makes it look just so silly. There's T-34 going hard on the Jagdpanzer right there, but he doesn't like that. He's going to pull back. The Raketwerfer is still alive and available to support on the flank there in the base, and a Panzerschreck upgrade, so Price can't get too aggressive with the T-34. It's pretty surprising that even though Angreifen is so ahead for PopCap, he can't keep up on territory. He's completely pushed back into his base. And it's because his PopCap is all tied up in infantry support guns and searchlight half-tracks. He has so many utility units that he can't get any combat units out on the field, force retreats, and turn territory red again. He's struggling against this composition of just guards and flamethrowers. It's a lot of heavy-hitting infantry.
Here comes the satchel against all those PanzerGrenadiers. They suck it up pretty darn good. And maybe even the guards are going to fall in retreat.
Oh, man.
Price is counting his lucky stars. I think they're going to get away. Oh my goodness, Angreifen almost killed himself. Or
no, that was a satchel charge.
Satchel from Sprice, okay.
Yeah.
Satchel and
throwing
retreat.
a satchel at infantry is pretty... your opponent has to be paying very little attention to actually take a bunch of damage
You're
from that.
dissing your opponent if you try to do that nonsense. He's showing no respect for PanzerGrenadierAngreifen's micro.
His territory is growing though. It's turning a little bit more red. And I think the infantry support guns are going to move up into a slightly more aggressive location. And the searchlight probably needs to move up a little bit too if he's going to actually get any benefit out of it. This part's a little far back.
An update for you guys. Romeo and I have to count in and have to stay in sync because the observer party mode is bugged right now for some reason. When you try to do an observer party, the units move really slow. Relic is aware of that bug, and I know that they attempted to fix it. Whether or not they were successful, I'm not sure. I guess we're going to find out when the patch hits.
What are your thoughts on this patch, Amy?
I don't know. I haven't logged into the alpha build or anything. You know, I spend most of my my goodness.
Oh jeez. Those infantry support guns are doing very well this game. Yeah. How many kills? 21.
Yeah, I haven't been able to play the balance mod at all. I have to trust that the strategists and the beta testers are helping, you know, Braden and Jason Lee and all the guys at Relic crank out something that will vastly improve this first edition of Brits in the game.
Yeah. I feel pretty much the same way. I haven't even played this patch at all, but I've watched a lot of it. There's a lot of issues that I've noticed, so hopefully the game will keep moving in the right direction.
It is fun to play, which is, you know, I've enjoyed the games that I've played, and I've wanted to play more. So, you know, that's a big deal for me because often Co would frustrate me a lot, and I would just run off to something else. But after I play a game of Co now, I want to play more, so that's good.
So there's the Austrian on the field for Angreifen, which I was definitely expecting him to do that. Double T-34s now for Price. He's chosen, again, Soviet Combined Arms Army, which he chose that a while ago, but that gives him access to the ML-20 eventually, if that's an option he wants to exercise, maybe. But Angreifen, I think, knows that Price, or just maybe not Price in general, but Soviets in general have very strong indirect fire, so he didn't set up a very far forward battle group headquarters that Price would be able to easily bombard with the howitzer. So that may not be the best option. If he just keeps going into T-34s, though, he's going to have to execute some pretty impressive pushes, get behind that Jagdpanzer, try and take it out that way.
We're finally getting the fight that I've been looking forward to all game long. These guys are building these massive combined arms armies. And now, finally, Sprice is pushing. The two T-34s are rushing in. The one on the left is very low, but it looks like it's gotten out of range. The Jagdpanzer 4 is trying to, penetrate it behind the little half-track.
There it goes.
The Pupchen and the Jag were able to kill it, but then the Jag falls. The Pupchen rotates so quickly, man, and now he's starting to plug away at the T-34.
I think he needs one more shot on that tank if he's going to take it out. There it goes. It connects. Panzerschreck finishes the job from the northeast, and Price trades two T-34s for one Jagdpanzer.
Looks like he's going to give away this AT gun as well.
No.
PanzerGrenadierAngreifen can easily capture it. He controls that side of the map completely. There are no enemy units around, so he will. He'll jump on that Zis. And that is a pretty big win. He's going to start salvaging. Still have a few Soviet units left. We got flamers against this one LEIG. He would love to kill that thing to remove that double vet, but I don't think he's going to be able to deal it, finish it off.
I think that push went very badly for Price. He lost a lot. He's now 30 pop cap behind his opponent. And there's still an Austrian up to counter what remains of Price's infantry, but he does have another T-34 in production, and Angreifen is nowhere near another vehicle of any kind. Only 33 fuel in the bank. Price's map control is still excellent, so if Angreifen doesn't get some territory back, that even though that push went so badly for Price, it won't matter if he doesn't spread out and get some territory captured immediately. Price, even though he has very little units remaining, sticks around on the front line to maintain cutoff control for as long as possible, delay any further high-tech units from Angreifen for absolutely as long as possible.
And he captured a Raketenwerfer. That will come in handy.
Angreifen, however, despite the fact he lost his cutoffs, has been very cognizant of the victory point situation. Since he's so behind, he can't really afford to lose those. He's been popping Jaegers out on the left and right and making sure, well, Sturms on the right, and making sure that he keeps the victory points ticking in his favor. Price is still 200 VPs ahead of him, so even though Angreifen is winning for pop cap, he has to do very careful clock management from this point forward.
All right, you got some points back, Romy, with use of the word cognizant. Your bank is your Your balance is no longer at 0. You definitely get points for that one.
How many points is the word cognizant?
3.
3? Alright, I have 3 observer points.
Let's see if this T-34 can finish off the double vet LEIG. Nope, it misses entirely with its main cannon. There is another Raketenwerfer bringing up the rear. There are Grenadiers with the Panzerschreck chasing the T-34. He's wise to
T-34 is
back
going to
away.
struggle now that there's a stolen Zis gun on the field, and that's definitely going to cause problems for Price. Just as the stolen Raketenwerfer is going to cause problems for Angreifen's Ostwind, so they both traded anti-tank weaponry.
Dude, when you play against a Searchlight half-track, doesn't it totally frickin' annoy you when your units turn all, like, phase? You know the visual feedback that you get when he's scouting you? Isn't that annoying? Like, when my units turn that color, I'm just like, oh, you know? That totally makes me rage.
AT gun sets up to fire on the T-34 there in the middle. That takes a pretty nasty hit. Since that's got to back off, Angreifen will be able to get the clock ticking in his favor again. As long as the T-34 doesn't get any lucky snipes. Volksgrenadiers should get that captured. Ooh, big engagement on the left. Another T-34 finds the Ostwind out of position. Shot misses, though. And it looks like that's going to back off,
too. That Ostwind. This is a very unlucky T-34 on the left. He can't hit anything. And now PanzerGrenadierAngreifen is moving his stolen Zis over to fight that T-34. So, you know, wow, hasn't the map flip-flopped in color? What was previously all blues, now starting to turn all red.
Yep. Both.
And the Zis laying big shots in against the T-34. That's the stolen Zis. Sprice will micro it down the road deftly, though, and save it. Do I get points for that?
That's worth a point, I guess. 1
point and a half, maybe? All right, thanks.
Price is back up to 63 pop cap, too, so even though his push went just horribly all wrong, he had a little bit of resources floating. He's getting some forces back out, and they'll have an army, roughly equal army sizes. When your forces are this spread out, pop cap makes a little bit less of a difference. What matters most is what is engaging against what, where. And because you're not just smashing your entire army into their entire army.
Man, it seems like penals just cap incredibly fast.
Yeah, Price spreading out, taking control of the right side with penals and guards. He's got a lot of great anti-infantry. These guards and penals will always be winning against Volksgrenadiers and Jaeger Lights unless outnumbered. So he can spread his forces out and keep territory under his control that way. And Angreifen has to deal with it by driving his Ostwind from point to point and trying to force retreats and get Price back into his base.
Pupshin in the church lays a big round in, scares that Ostwind away. He's going to protect these guards as they cap the center VP. Ostwind's going to get quick repairs. LEIG is going to go to work, try to maybe clear the stolen Pupshin. Interesting that they traded AT guns.
Price also is floating a lot of munitions. I think it's interesting that last game we saw of him, he planted like 100 mines. This game, I don't think I've seen him plant a single one. He's no mines, no demo charges. Maybe he wants to save up for a big bomb run in his next attack. He's going to be able to afford that, maybe even twice, if he can find any big targets.
3 T-34-85s. That could be epic, man. Pushing in with 3 little tanks and nice big bomb attack to maybe clear a Pupshin or 2.
He's got to be careful, though. His last push didn't work very well, so if he tries that move again, which it looks like he's about to, he's mobilizing them all out of his base. If he makes another big push, he needs to make sure to execute it flawlessly, take out some big targets like the Ostwind, and try and get out without losing too many of his own armor. Here he goes.
Here we go. T-34s right up the gut. They're going down the main road straight through the town square of Arnhem. They find the Ostwind. They find the Zis AT gun. Yes, we do have the ability used. Wow, the Zis and the Pupshin are right next to each other.
Home run's coming in so quick.
Here it comes. Down
oh!
the XP flower on Arnhem. Sprice hit the jackpot. He clears both AT guns. He kills the Ostwind. He's raging.
He takes everything out and he lost nothing in return except for half HP on one T-34. He just annihilated everything Angreifen had over there. That is a devastating turn of events.
These T-34s are loving life. One of them's got double vet already. They're chasing Volksgrenadiers as they try to retreat.
He's He's just cleaning up targets, totally
scout.
uncountered.
Maybe that was annoying him as much as it would have been annoying me, seeing his units go phase every time he gets scouted by the searchlight. That thing is now down. He does have one 5-vet Grenadier squad with a Shrek, though. He's trying to push him around with the double vet, fully healthy T-34. He does mess up the squad AI massively. 3 of the models die. They're throwing in Panzer Shrek shots, but it's just not enough. He's down to 2 men. They're not reinforcing. Ooh, lucky that the T-34 main cannon shot missed there. Now he does get a good round in on its rear armor, and that should be enough to scare Sprice away from this base inspection.
Base inspection.
He has preserved all 3 T-34-85s. We have 1 counter unit being built by PanzerGrenadierAngreifen. It's a Jagdpanzer 4. It's on the way. Sprice wants to not lose this double vet T-34, though. All the vetted Grens are giving chase. He's going to let them lay more rounds in on him.
He's got to get those out of there. Infantry arrived just in time to push that all back, and he'll probably be able to get this victory point under his control too. But Angreifen still has VP control during all of this. He makes sure the clock is not ticking against himself with 3 tanks in his base. Somehow keeps that under his control. So Price has to just knock 58 points off the board. I think he should easily be able to do that. He's actually getting a T-70 now. I wonder if he maybe wants to get that to Vet 1, use that for light capping, or if he wants to just have a little more infantry firepower, try and clean up those last Panzer Shrek squads.
Okay, this Jagdpanzer 4 is going to have to work wonders to keep PanzerAngreifen from being drained out. Well, he doesn't allow the drain to start. He wipes the right VP as soon as Sprice caps the center. But it looks like Sprice will also pick up the right VP presently.
Jagdpanzer makes its way down the left side. I think he wants to make a big aggressive push with the Jagdpanzer straight towards Price's base. He knows those T-34s are low. If he can find one repairing in a bad position, maybe he could take it out. Unfortunately, the full health T-34 is going to spot him coming, so it's not going to find any big opportunities. T-70 chases off the stern pilots over there on the right. That could be a wipe. He does not need any wipes right now.
Uh-oh, Sprice might lose one of his T-34s. He walks right into 2 big Shrek shots, and surprise, there's the Jagdpanzer 4 there. Sprice actually backing into the center of the map to try to get away.
Jagdpanzer cannot seal the deal.
Surely Angreifen will get this kill, won't he? Come on, man. Surely he'll get it. Won't he get it?
That building is blocking line of sight. Jagdpanzer continues the hunt. Another shot misses.
Not a kill shot.
He's stuck though. He's pinned on the right side of the map with nowhere to run.
Backing up the hill of the vineyard.
He will have 2 more tanks moving up to support and try and save this tank. Oh! Could not get there in time.
The 2 other T-34s are fully repaired, and how did he get the engine crit?
I don't know. What even happened? Was there a mine? I don't
know. Was it a mine?
Missed
it must
it.
have been a mine.
Takes engine damage somehow, and those T-34s
is down.
have no problem getting behind it. Will be destroyed. These Volks Grenadiers can't win this again.
1 vet Grenadier squad down. That was the 3 vet Gren. The T-70 is going to block and anticipate the retreat of the 5 vet Gren squad. It falls. Surely this is enough.
I think so. I think T-70 was a good purchase by Price. He went like 4 T-34s, then shifted into a lighter alternative once he took out the Ostwind and Jagdpanzer.
And now the on the retreat.
T-70 is wreaking havoc on all of these infantry squads. It's a nice play there by Price to get that instead of just continuing to spam medium tanks.
105 XP for the little Jaeger squads. Man, T-70 in your base and off-map IL-2 precision bombing strike called in on your base. This might be the end of your infantry. Both Jaeger squads are wiped by the bombs. And Price is, he's got ungraded. Is that it? Is that it?
That's it. That's GG.
Is that it? It's frozen. It's GG.
Yep. Of course, there's no
Angreifen raises the white flag. Congrats
proper end.
On Sprice, man. What a hell of an awesome triple T-34 attack. And